Summertime is in full effect. How about a little king salmon fishing and even some road tripping across the country to Minnesota, where I got to check out the Mississippi River and catch a few fish. All right here in this episode. Stay tuned. Summertime salmon fishing in a beautiful summer evening. Nothing is better than this. Unfortunately, our audio did not capture all that great, so I'm going to voice over this so we can kind of give you the play-by-play. We're out trolling in Puget Sound, spinfish, flashers, chasing Chinook salmon, and wouldn't you know, not too far into the fishing, maybe half hour in, we're marking a bunch of bait, seeing some schools of fish clumped up together, and really is something where I start playing with the gear on my side of the boat, as you see, running a downrigger on that side as well as a top shot line, and we get our first bite, pulling that thing off the rigger. Now I got my father-in-law here. He is going to fight this fish, and it's a nice one. So a little bit of fun action to be had. Always cool when you get to hook a fish up. So again, we're out in Puget Sound so you guys can understand in one of the terminal area fisheries. It's a fun way to fish. Got a lot of things open up right now between crabbing. A couple areas have Chinook fishing like we're doing here. And really is an opportunity to put some awesome quality fish in the cooler. As he reels and fight this fish here, you're going to kind of see a few things that, looking back, I've been able to take a peek at myself and how we can do things differently. So first of all, this go around, I've kind of learned with the newer boat to keep the gear in gear for the motor. And why so is because that fish is on the surface right now behind the boat. And if you turn it too slow or give any ground, those hooks, being barbless, have an easy way to disconnect, fall out, or get taken off. So having that pressure of the fish, being able to keep the boat to our advantage and helping that is going to always be a best way to go about keeping the tight line, keeping that rod tip up, and being able to fight that fish. So you kind of play with it. Definitely something I've learned. Only haven't had a salt boat for a few years, to be honest. And this baby is year 2 for us. So this one's a big fun one. I love fishing out of this. It's a Spartan 21.5 foot boat. Really is a great fishing platform. If you guys are familiar with Cabela's, they definitely have some of the other models out there to look at. The only reason why you're seeing me jump on the swim step here is because we had this happen before during the coho season. Getting too far back like we already are before we have the fish to the rod tip causes potentially some issues. Now, thankfully, this fish cooperated enough and we were able to get it in the boat. Now, it ended up being like 25 inches roughly, so a nice fish to be had, and there you go. That is our lucky rigging, and a lot to be said. A spinfish and a flasher, nothing better right now for salmon fishing. And what's really cool when you look at this evening is the bite window that set itself up. We're fishing within that hour before and hour after the high tide. So as we're sitting here marking all this bait, we're finding a lot of fish in the bait, having our gear just above it, and here we go, fish on again for my father-in-law. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You know, at the end of the day, whether we land them or not, being able just to hook up and feel the power of some of these big fish for people that may not get too many times out on the water, this is what brings such a big smile to my face. My father-in-law hasn't got to fish a ton in his life, so this is just an absolute joy for me to get to do this. This one, however, much, much bigger than the first. So he's peel and drag, ripping a ton of line out. Similar to the last one, though, and getting on the surface right away, which was actually a bit surprising to see. Again, however, 67 feet down on the downrigger. He hasn't touched or moved the downrigger depth. whereas I was chasing and moving around, which brought up another good thing to keep in mind as you guys are out on the water and have multiple people. You can fish those downriggers at different depths. One person could be staggering and chasing the schools as you mark the suspended fish, and the other one can find that magical depth and stay there. Some days it doesn't matter, some days it might. And really, these fish were congregating around the bait, it seemed like, and that 67-foot mark had more consistency of that bait. So again, same setup of running, spin fish behind a flasher, stuffed with tuna and some herring scent. So definitely check out the video that I did a couple weeks back on the Area 9 opener prep. It definitely breaks it all down for you. But super simple, super easy, and that's half the fun here, is we're not trying to make and reinvent the wheel, but trying to do the best we can with what we got. So we're almost got this fish in here, and what I started noticing, again, kind of like the last one, is with the congregation of boats in this area specifically, you got to be careful and get these fish in quick, because these boats start getting pretty close, and then there's just always the risk that you're going to run into somebody's downrigger line, run into a prop. The fish aren't stupid. They definitely find the places to sit on and try and get at it. So downriggers are up, trying to fight this fish, make it happen, and we're getting them a lot closer now, and we're going to see what we can do here. We started noticing at this point in time as well the pattern we developed. Both of those fish not only came at the 67-foot depth, but with the sun behind the boat. That meant that we're getting the most maximum flash on those flashers and being able to get that real attraction threshold going as best as we can. So you're going to start seeing here, I jump on the swim step again. This fish being so much larger, once we finally saw it, I knew that we were going to have maybe one shot to land this thing. It was over 15 pounds, there's no doubt about it. As we got it close to the swim step here, I could really get the side profile look, and barely hooked. So as we start really getting this closer, I noticed that we got to reel down to the tip, and you're gonna get one lift shot, and unfortunately it came off. But that all being said, what a fun evening on the water. 2 fish hooked, 1 landed, and a blast with family. Now here's something really cool. You don't get too many opportunities to travel and fish. And I got the chance on our trip to travel to Minnesota to visit friends and family and get to fish the mighty Mississippi River. A couple travel pack-up rods and a couple lures. We hit the Mississippi River and chase of whatever's going to bite. So check this out. We are on the Mississippi River chasing whatever the heck is gonna bite. But I've already found a pattern, hooked 2 smallmouth. And what's cooler going on a trip to Minnesota than catching a fish on the mighty Mississippi River? That's right, a little smallmouth. Pretty sweet. Fish on, baby. So I have a feeling we'll be able to find a couple more as we keep moving along this bank. Baits everywhere. Water's up. Fish are gonna be close. Alright. Look at that, gardener snake. Right on. Okay. That thing got go. Slam mode. What we got here? Drum. Yeah, thank you. I think I got it too far in the current. Okay, he's got it. That's a better one, whatever it is. They're slowly getting bigger. Nice.
And for a quick little breakdown of the rigging, we have a 2-ounce flat no-roll sinker, a swivel, a floating pill, down to a 1/0 circle hook, bit of night crawler, and that's all she wrote. On the Black Hawk travel casting rods, these are a 7-foot medium power, 8 to 15 pound test. That worked phenomenally well on all those drums that you saw. The spinning version, which I have right here as well, is a great outfit and has done extremely well. These travel rods are handy with these covers to be able to protect them. Overall, get yourself one of these setups to take no matter where you're traveling, and you can go catch anything.
Yeah, thankfully I'm using circle hooks so it doesn't get in their gut. Yeah. I'm just here for the fun today, so. I just need a catfish and then I'll be really happy. Right? What to use for bait? Yep.
He enjoys the fight, getting them in.
Well, yeah, well, they're that big, absolutely. Oh, I bet.
You know, you smoke them.
Yep.
Keep it away.
No, I'm just letting him chew on it.
This might be your biggest one.
Let's hope.
Unless it's a little fighter.
Yep.
No, they're not. Have you been catching anything? You just fell. Oh.
Yep. Oop.
Didn't
Got
even see
spiked.
that. Is that a bite?
No. That was a drum.
Are you going for a bite?
Whatever's gonna bite. Sorry.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, relax. We don't need it right now. Yeah, no, right now.
Come on, catfish. And then I will have the trifecta so far.
Charlie, see what we're gonna hold it by. Oh, it's nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, it's nice. Yeah, it's really good. Hook set.
Feels more like a drum again though, but
Charlie, this is how we do fish. We have that, and then. Imagine you catch like a 50-pound catfish. I caught one first. Won't it hurt our hands though? Oh, that's a nice drum. Oh, it's big.
yeah.
Pretty nice though. Nice.
Not what you were hoping for, though.
Never caught these before till today, so
How many fish have we caught today?
I think it's about a dozen drum and a couple smallmouth.
What? You know where the tide is just right? Sure. I kind of forgot. I'm pretty sure you just tie it. I have a video of how to tie one.
You want me to show you the easiest knot?
Well, yeah, could you tie it?
Yeah, I'll show you guys my favorite knot. You guys want?
That's the easiest part. Sorry for bothering you. Thank
Yeah.
you for all this.
Dude, you're not. It's not a bother at all. I like helping. I have a whole YouTube channel and everything.
You do? What is it? I can subscribe.
Called holymolyoutdoors out in Washington.
How much subscribers you got?
Almost 11,500.
Whoa.
Yeah, I do a lot of salmon fishing and the
Are you
stuff.
recording right now?
Yep.
Oh yeah, the GoPro.
Yep. All right, so.
You're the first thing that pops up when I click holy moly.
Yep. So what I do is if you go a loop behind, then another loop behind,
Crazy.
and then another loop behind, and then you take that last one.
Yeah, I subscribed.
Nice. Thank you. And then-
your profile, that's pretty big.
Yeah, that's
Thank you.
steelhead.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, you bet. Thank you guys.
Here. I'm so tangled. I'm tangled. I got
Pretty sweet. Fish on, baby.